Hi, I'm Lillian, and welcome to Trademarking, my YouTube channel. This is going to be a step-by-step guide on how you can create your business, how you can set up your business. These are the things that I did for myself to start my own business, and I'm just going to take you through step by step on how you can do your business. To me, when it comes to doing something, I like to have that systematic approach to doing anything. I have to have a structure. It makes my life so much easier. It's not a case of just doing one thing after the other. I think I get this from my nursing background, because you've got to have an approach. You've got to have a system where you follow. If that fails, there's another step. After that step, there's something else to do after that. So it's the same thing that I use. So it's those transferable skills that I've used from my day job as being a nurse and transferring those into my life online business. So step number one is finding your business name. When you find your business name, you've obviously, by the time set to run a business, you've decided, is it going to be service based? Is it going to be product based? And are the products going to be physical products? Are they going to be digital products? Once you figure that out, then you find a name. Is it going to be, in my instance, my business name is my mother's maiden name, one of her maiden names, Chabanji. The name of my YouTube channel is the name of my business, Chabanji Limited. So, however, these are the steps that you can put in place for those who are running any businesses, particularly here in the UK. So it's tailored for anybody who's about to open up a business here in the UK. So step number one, finding a business name, deciding what your business name is going to be like, and what do you want to do with your business name. The next step is registration. So you need to register your business with Company House. Actually, it's called Company's House. So you need to register that with the Company's House. It used to be a fee of £12. Don't quote me on that, but it's very, very cheap opening up a business. Registration, I think it's about £12 if I remember correctly. Or just not go to just go onto the government website and double check and see if that's what it is. And if it's not, I'll put in the link. I'll put in the right fee at the bottom when I do the editing of the video. But yeah, so it's registration. Once you've done your registration, then the next thing is opening up a business account. Now, with a business account, you can either go with your traditional banks, the likes of Barclays, Lloyds, or TSB, NatWest, Santander, any of those, or you can go with the online banks. Now, with the business banks, what you need to understand is after a year or after 18 months, you then have to start paying for a service fee, and then you also have to pay for a transaction fee as well. Whether you're making any transactions in or out, you have to make a small payment towards any transactions in your business. And to me, I feel it's not something that's to me, I felt like I needed to save money for my business, and spending money every month, I didn't feel it was ideal. So initially, I opened up my account with a traditional bank, Barclays, and then towards the end of my 12 months, that's when I got a letter that stated how I'm going to be able to how much I needed to pay on a monthly basis to keep the account running, and also how much I was going to pay on each transactions. So that I had to figure out where I was going to take my business transactions, what bank I was going to go with. So in the end, I ended up going with Starling. So all my business transactions are with through Starling. It's an online bank. There's also Monzo. Whichever one you think is ideal for you, what you want to do, please just feel free, go with the bank that you feel that's going to give you the best service. With me, when it comes to with Starling, I have no regrets. I feel like the service is so good. Like, I will just ring them if I'm unsure of anything, and somebody will be there to answer my queries. So that's the next step, opening up an account. And then after that, the next thing is, how are you going to market? What platforms are you going to use? There's so many social media platforms that you can use to market. draw traffic to your website or draw traffic to your stores. So you can use Facebook advertising, you can use Instagram, you can use Google Ads, you can use YouTube, whichever one you think is ideal for you is what you should go with. So it's deciding. So having, what you need to understand though, having an Instagram page is not a marketing tool. Yeah, although you can use the Instagram page to draw traffic, you have to be clear on how you're going to draw out your marketing plan. How are you going to advertise? You have, big companies spend loads and loads of money in advertising. Literally, there is a whole department gazetted, and there's whole funds gazetted for marketing. So you have to have that in your business. You have to decide how much you're going to spend out on advertising and where you're going to be advertising. Where are you drawing your traffic? Have you got a website? Have you got a landing page? Have you got a store? Like I've got two stores. One is on Etsy and the other is on Amazon. So I draw traffic to all my platforms so that my clients or anybody who's interested in my products can actually go through there, see what I'm selling, and if they're interested, they can always buy. So it's figuring out where you're going to have your marketing strategy, how are you going to lay it out, where you're going to advertise from. Now, the other thing is around trademarking. So, have you got a trademark for your business? Is that something that you want to do? Do you believe in your business like I do? I strongly and strongly believe in my business. It's going to be just going to change this world, honestly. I've got so many things that are jump packed for my business that I'm going to be showcasing as we go through, the next year and the years to come. So, when you are about to do a trademark, register your business for a trademark, register the trade name of your business, you have to decide whether you can do this by yourself or you're going to you do this through a lawyer. On the government website, there's so many frequently asked questions that you can go through. You can ring up the team, you can email them. They're very, very helpful. They will guide you. However, at the end of the day, you have to do your own application and do the things on your own. So they're there to help you and guide you if you get stuck, or they will never do anything for you. They are not legally obliged to do these things for you. If you need any legal help, you actually have to go through your lawyers or do it yourself. Now, when you're starting a business, these are the things you need to put in place. These are your administrative and operational tasks. But one other thing that I didn't mention that I need to mention now is at the end of each year, you have to file your taxes. So having an accountant is very crucial. So I've got an accountant who does my bookkeeping and I use QuickBooks. So he does everything for me. He files my taxes. Now, what you need to understand is at the end of each financial year, each business has its own financial year. For instance, my financial year is in March. That's the end of because that's when I registered the business. So if you register in October, it means your financial year is at the end of October, and you've got 3 months after that to register to file for your taxes to HMRC. So it's all those aspects that I've discussed that you need to put in place when setting up a business. So, like I always say, visualize your higher self, show up as them, and be the change that you want to see. So go ahead, you've got that business idea, just go through all the steps to ensure that you open up your business successfully and make it so much easier and smoother to open up your business. Just one thing that I need to clarify is when you're registering your business, it's better to register business as a limited company rather than a sole trader. Sole trader, the difference is with a sole trader, that means if anything was to go wrong with the business and you were to be sued, they don't sue the business, although you're two different people, because there's not separation. Then you're going to be sued. That's the biggest advantage. So you need to register as a limited company, because the limited company, if anything was to go wrong, limited means it's separate from the owner. So it's having that difference between the owner of the company and the company itself. So always make sure you register business as a limited company, although you can register as a sole trader and then further down the line change that to a limited company. There's nothing wrong with that. We just remember that there's so many advantages of registering your business as a limited company rather than a sole trader. And see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.